What is better than work-life balance? I'll tell you, life, work, passion, and balance. Woo, how exciting is that? Welcome to episode 80 of the Empowered by Design podcast. I am so excited that you are here. I'm so excited to be celebrating this big episode 80. And I'm so excited to introduce the Fun Love formula. I'm going to highlight how this formula applies to so many different aspects of life: relationships, love, work, life, work, balance, and passion. I can't wait to get into it. Stay tuned. Welcome to the podcast, Empowered by Design. I am your host, Dr. Liz, a hopeful romantic, mom of two beautiful souls, and partner to the love of my life. As a licensed psychologist, I love helping people heal, grow, and shine. I am a love and relationship specialist and owner of Visionistas by Design Wellness Boutique, where we lead with love and empower you to fly. This podcast delivers inspirational stories, conversations, and lessons on the power of tuning in body, mind, heart, soul, and spirit. Following your intuition, seeing the signs, and listening to the whispers from angels. To pursue your dreams in life, work, and love with intentional vision. Share the love, spread the power. Dream, design, deliver. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is episode 80. Thank you for tuning in to the Empowered by Design podcast, season 4. So thrilled, so excited to be with you here today. Wherever you are listening, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. If you are new, welcome. If you are not new, welcome back. And thank you for your loyalty. Thank you for coming back and supporting this podcast and also supporting yourself, because that is what we do here. That is the mission here, is to bring it, share the love, spread the power, and help you to do that in your life. So welcome. I'm so excited to be here. I'm going to start off Snacks and Apps with telling you a little story of what happened to me this morning on my way to work and my little lesson in the morning. So as you know, if you've listened before, I do have a morning routine that includes meditation and journaling, writing, reading, praying, spending quiet time after I wake up before I jump into the shower or go on a walk or do yoga or whatever it is that is next on my task list. The first thing that I do is go into my meditation space and spend some time with myself and my thoughts, my intuition, and all the other connections that I have that you've heard about here and will continue to hear about. Some days it's shorter than others. This morning was particularly long because I woke up, I went to bed last night with some angst. I call it angst, and as I've explored it, there is such a fine line, which you've heard me say before, between nervous and excited. And I have a lot of excited energy, just feeling like I'm I wrote in my journal this morning, it is time to run down that hill and flap your wings and fly. So that is in reference to one of my dreams that I talked about in episode 18. So you can go back and listen to that. But it's scary sometimes when you have this energy and you know you need to take action and you're just not sure what the action actually is. And so I know for myself, sometimes coming up with more ideas and too many things prevents me from actually taking the action. So this morning I woke up with that, like, this energy of like, come on, Liz, like, make it happen, do it, do something. And worked through that in my meditation space, in my journaling space, in my devotional space this morning. And it was fun. It was great, but it took a long time, longer than I had anticipated. So of course I was rushing a bit to get to work on time. And so I get in my car, I put my bags in. I carry a lot of bags to work. Put my bags in my car and I'm pulling out of the driveway in reverse. And I'm like, wait a second. Where's my coffee? I look in my cup holder. It's not there. And I'm looking down the street. I pull out and then I realize that the coffee is on top of the car. Not anymore. Not when I heard the bam, bam, bam in the middle of the road. So I pulled back into my driveway, waited for a few cars to go by, who thankfully did not run over my coffee cup. And it's okay. I salvaged the cup and the lid. They were both okay. There's a couple dents, some new scratches. And I was like, okay, Liz, go back in the house and make another cup of coffee, which I was already running late. As you know, as I said, my morning routine took longer than anticipated. And it takes I thought in my head, this is going to take me 10 minutes to brew the whole cup and do the whole thing and make sure the cup wasn't broken. What I love about this story and this lesson for myself is I could have and would have in the past probably thrown a tantrum. I would have been angry and yelling and stomping and mad and frustrated. No, I was frustrated. But I was like, all right, what are you going to do? Go back in, make a cup of coffee because you're not going to work without coffee. And I felt really proud of myself because I have been, and I still can be, reactive in my life. But it helps me when I have these little lessons. They're like little tests to say, look at how far you've come. Look at how far you've come. And I was proud of myself for just shutting off my car, going back inside, making a new cup of coffee, cleaning off my cup. It was salvaged. And also the lesson to slow down. To be honest, I was in my head, I said, I really do believe that this is the first time in my life that has happened with a coffee cup. I know I've left stuff on the top of my car before, but never anything like that. I've never lost anything important because I left it on top of my car. But the other lesson, after I was done being proud of myself for not, having a tantrum, was slow it down. Slow it down. Check yourself. Pause before getting in your car. So, just invitation to use that for yourself. Reflect on, has that ever happened to you? How can you see some of those little mishaps, oversights, going too fast, missing some of the details, doing something stupid? Someone might say, that was stupid, leaving your coffee on top of the car. Yeah, it was. But how can you take that kind of an experience and look at how far you've come. There's the invitation. And also, slow down. Slow down. I love, 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 love my work. I love, love, love my life. I got to work then, and I said to myself, I literally left this place less than 12 hours ago. So the way that my schedule is staggered, I have a few late nights of the week, which my husband and I have had as our routine for years, ever since years. I want to say since we've had children, we stagger our late nights at work. We both have to work at least 2 late nights a week at work, and we stagger them in order to be home with our children or carpooling now. So my late night was last night, my early morning was this morning, and part of this episode is really about how much love we have for different aspects of our life. We're focusing today on work and life and all the different things that go into that. And how sometimes it feels like it's always a conflict. Like it has to be either work or life, either work, life or work, this or that. And it doesn't. It doesn't. And I'm going to talk today about how to balance, how to blend, how to honor, appreciate, celebrate, some real specific strategies to do that in order to feel less stress about juggling it all, balancing it all. If you're like me and you leave your coffee cup on the top of your car. Anyway, so we're talking about the fun love formula today. I am so excited to be sharing this with you. This fun love formula originally was born several months ago around, I want to say February. I could look, the exact date, but it was all around the 808 time, which I talked about last episode. In episode 79, gave you a little brief snippet of my special number, my angel number 808. And around that time, this was one of the ideas that was born, and that was then developed into the Fun Love program for couples. So we did a workshop series for couples earlier in 2022, and the foundation of that program was the Fun Love formula. I'm going to talk about that formula today and talk about also, one, the application for romantic relationships, the Fun Love formula, which it was designed for, and then over time, how we have applied this formula to different aspects of life, not just a romantic relationship, but friendships, work relationships, and also your personal relationship with yourself in navigating different spheres of attention, responsibility, passion, purpose, love, vision, work, life, work. We hear a lot about striving for work-life balance. I like to call it life-work balance because I think life should come first, right? And then it's also this enigma of if you are doing what you love as work, there's so much overlap that you can really interchange work-life, life-work. I love them both. I love them both. My family comes first, 100%. And that is why I like to say life-work balance. That's me. And there are nights that I could sleep at my office because I love my work so much. I have so much passion, so much drive, so much vision. and dedication to my work, to my business. I have energy. You can hear it. You can hear it. And my loves, my family, my kids, my hubs, my friends, and my parents and siblings and nieces and nephews and in-laws. That is my life, right? My family, my friends, my loves. And so as I say that, I welcome you, invite you to bring into your mind your own struggle, your own challenge to balance life, work, work, life. One of the things that we do in our visionary leadership program, the speaking consultation piece of our services here at Visionistas by Design, is to help professionals, help whether it's business owners, leaders of teams, people who love their work, navigate not allowing the struggle, the conflict, the challenges of life, whether that is current life situations, navigating carpooling and scheduling. My God, like last night, part of my angst was like trying to figure out rides to this practice and that practice, and sometimes I spend too much energy on it, but that's reality, right? We are navigating, we are balancing, whether it's rides, whether it's how cooking and homework and all the different things. As I'm talking about mine, I invite you to identify yours. Self-awareness is key. That whether it is challenges in your life now, and we all have them, and or challenges, wounds, old wounds in your life that are showing up and preventing you from enjoying balance, from enjoying your life and your work in a way that feels fulfilling to you and in line with your values. Woo, I love it. More on that as we continue through this, but I really want to get into the Fun Love Formula because I'm so excited. But know that as you continue to listen to and come back to this podcast, one of our missions, right, a piece of what we talk about is how to navigate, how to balance all the things that we love in a way that feels fulfilling, in a way that brings us joy, in a way that does not make us feel guilty, right? Mom guilt. We have it, ladies, moms out there. One of the things that I talked about a lot at the Mom Summit in LA a couple months ago when I was there was this thing that we have as moms, mom guilt. I should be home. I should be at this soccer game. I should be working. I should, right? All the things that pressure that we put on ourselves. And I'm going to give you strategies, tips, the formula to help us come together in this space of support and connection to feel more balanced and more fulfilled and not guilty pursuing the things that we love. Okay, so Fun Love Formula. You can go to my website and download this free handout download. We call it Design Guide here at Visionistas. It is a guide designed to help you navigate your life. This one is designed to help you balance the love, balance the fun in your life so that you are smiling, laughing, enjoying life more, feeling the angst less. And I'm not saying we're eliminating the angst, because that's just not possible. Sorry, spoiler alert. You know that already. You can download it if you go to drliz.com. That's drlyz.com/funlove. It's there. It's a resource. You can download it. It's free. Slap in your email address. Get the form. Make sure that you mark us, Dr. Liz, as a safe sender to your inbox, or you might miss some of these. Sometimes they get directed to spam or some of those other filtered sections of your email inbox. If you're driving and you can't download it right now, that's okay. Come back, do it later. I'm gonna draw the picture for you in your mind. I want you to picture a golden ring, a nice, beautiful golden ring, right in the center of your focus. Whether your eyes are open, whether your eyes are closed, picture this beautiful golden ring. On the left-hand side, I want you to picture another golden ring. Overlapping the center ring like a Venn diagram. And on the right-hand side, I invite you to picture a third golden ring, overlapping the center ring like a Venn diagram. So you should be picturing 3 golden rings, a center circle and 2 adjacent overlapping circles, golden rings. This, my friends, is the foundation for the Fun Love formula. I'm going to talk about it first in the how it was born, how it was designed to consider your love relationship, your current partnership, your desired future partnership, or a past relationship. Okay, whether it's romantic, if that does not feel right for you right now, think of a friendship. Call into your mind one of your most important relationships in your life. Call into mind that relationship. As we go through the formula, it can be helpful for you to have a relationship in mind that you can apply some of the things that I'm talking about. The examples. I will use examples in my life, and it's helpful so that you're applying it to your life, that you have your own. So you have your 3 rings. And the middle ring is the us ring. And that is the relationship. The rings on either side are me and you. So partner A, partner B, if that's what you're talking about. Friend A, friend B. And the relationship is in the middle. When we strive for a balanced relationship, it is healthy to recognize that there will be overlap, that you are both contributing to the relationship, and that you are both maintaining a level of independence, identity, space that is yours. So you're both contributing to the relationship in the middle, and you are both maintaining space for yourself. I'm just going to pause there, allow you to think about that. Notice any reactions that come up for you in your body. Take a breath. Any thoughts, any beliefs, any emotions that come up just picturing this diagram, the fun love formula. Me, you, us. On the back, so that is the front. That is it, the fun love formula. That is the front of the page, because if you're like me, you love to see things, you're visual. I'm like here, sitting here with my pencil next to me. When I have a diagram, when I have a piece of paper, I love printing it out and scribbling all over it. Some people love to do it on the screen. Awesome. However you love to do it. The front part of those circles is blank. The overlap between the three circles, the rings, is dependent upon the relationship. There are some relationships where the rings and circles have lots of overlap, where there's not a lot of space for each partner in the relationship. And again, we are talking for clarity and explanation of this formula. We're thinking of a relationship between two people. Tangent, of course, you can imagine that when you add more rings into this circle, right, into the picture, into the frame, kids and dogs and parents and in-laws and work and friends and all the people, it can get complicated, right? And hey, that's going to come. We'll talk about that later. For now, we're talking about the very basic two people relationship. On the back, second part of this fun love formula handout, it talks about how we fill in those different circles. And so I'm looking at it now as I'm talking about it. I again invite you to go check it out and get it, download it for free, and do this with yourself, with your partner, with your friend, or in your mind, considering how you would perhaps fill this out. This is something I do with couples in our work together. When I am coaching, when I am helping couples navigate life, navigate balance, helping them understand why are we having these problems over and over and over again, right? Because a lot of times the problem on the surface sometimes can be the same, but it changes, and it's when we go underneath and find out the dynamics. When we look at boundaries, when we look at interests, when we look at values, when we look at beliefs, when we look at identity, strengths, that is when we get clear on, aha, no wonder this keeps happening. We investigate, we go below the surface a bit to understand. And I'm doing that with you today. So we're doing that together, a little exercise here with the Fun Love formula. On the back, we also have the Dream Design Deliver, the aspects of our signature formula here that we use over and over and over again. In the dream phase, we are reflecting, we are attending. So already today in this episode, we stopped, we paused, we checked in with ourselves, body, mind, heart, soul, and spirit. When I invited you to check in with your emotions, your thoughts, what's happening in your body. This is something that we do all of the time, right? We have to be intentional. My coffee cup fell off my car because I was rushing. Pause, slow it down, and check in. Attend to what is happening in the moment. The design phase is create and plan. Create and plan your goals according to your vision, right? So knowing your vision, identifying your vision is the most important aspect of the work in our Dream Design Deliver formula. And the envisioning happens at every stage of the game. Recognizing the goals, recognizing the dreams, recognizing the vision, and then aligning your actions, your energy, body, mind, heart, soul, and spirit with your dreams, with your goals, with your vision. Creating a plan that gets you there, that's realistic, that's measurable, that's achievable, that's timely. And then evaluating and celebrating along the way, so that if you need to redesign, you do. Okay? So that's there. The Fun Love formula, the Dream Design Deliver signature formula, they go hand in hand here. So as we talk about the Fun Love formula in line with your relationship that you have chosen, it's helpful to identify the features of the relationship. So your shared strengths, your shared values, your shared interests, your shared beliefs, your shared experiences, right? So for me, I will use a simple example of, in my marriage, one of our shared interests, one of our shared values is our family, our children. We absolutely live for them, right? On some level, this is a shared value. We love baseball, we love football, we love soccer, we love supporting our children in their interests and their love. It's a shared value. We come from two our family systems that have prioritized, valued family. It's our shared value. We're big in it. We live close to our family. We spend time with our family. We love our family. It is one of our shared values. In the outer adjacent circles, my circle, your circle, or my circle, his circle, in the spaces that is not overlapping with the middle circle, are the differences. The space that is mine, my strengths, my interests, my values, my beliefs, my experiences, my identity, that does not necessarily share with my partner, is not shared by my partner or this other person I am in relationship with. It doesn't mean it's not important, right? It does not mean it's not important. It means that it's different. And in the Fun Love formula, we view our differences as complementary. So it's okay that I'm a spender and he's a saver. Okay, that is in my circle, people. I am a spender. He is a saver. We're talking about money. We're talking about energy here. I'm a spender. He's a saver. That's in my circle. In his circle, his strength is saving. And it's really good. It's really complimentary that we're different there, right? Because think about it. Think about it in that aspect. You can think about it in money, energy, time, emotions, whatever it is for you. It's great when we have shared values. It's wonderful when we have overlapping interests. And it's also really great when we can identify the things that we own that are not necessarily shared, and see them as complementary. Now, of course, viewing them as complementary takes a little bit of work. It takes a little bit of work, takes a lot of communication, a lot of self-awareness, some deep dives in your own personal life, right? So being aware, having self-awareness, which again is a value here that we talk about all the time. That is one of the main things of this podcast, is to help you help us together continue to learn and grow and fly. Knowledge is power. When we know better, we do better. You've heard all of these before, right? And they're true. The more we know, the more we can understand and say, oh, that makes so much sense. I never thought of it that way before. Viewing our differences, honoring them as complementary, can be a game changer. Because they're typically the things we fight about the most. Time. Why are you spending so much time there? Why are you not home? Why are you working so late? Why are you working on vacation? Right? These have happened in my life. Both ways, right? We argue most about energy, resources, time, money, energy. When we can, as a couple, as a twosome in a relationship, own it, identify it, we can do better. We can become more aligned and more appreciative and more respectful of the things that are different. And use the strengths, the shared interests, the shared values to be our foundation. When life feels out of control, chaotic, uncertain, scary, pause, breathe, attend, reflect, go back to the foundation, the passion, the purpose, the why, the values. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And that is it. That is the nuts and bolts of the fun love formula. It's not complicated. When we take the time, slow it down, to really do some reflecting, attending. And then we use that formula as well, right? When we identify what's our shared vision, what's our shared goal. Sometimes talking about our dreams and our vision is even scarier than talking about some of the pain points we've experienced in our life. Loss, grief, trauma. It's vulnerable. And it's really, really important in relationships to be on the same page, to have the difficult conversations, to stay committed to moving forward, but also pausing and saying, what's happening right now? What page are you on? Because I don't know if I'm on that page. Let's get on the same page. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm so excited about this. And so we did this is it. That's the formula. The fun love formula can be used, and it will be as we continue to grow together, you and me, in this relationship on the Empowered by Design podcast, to apply this formula to the different aspects of our life. I used it here in the example of my marriage, my life, because it came from that place, that energy. It was born for and then developed into the Fun Love program for couples. It is also applicable to all those places in our life that we love, that we put time, that we put energy, that we put focus, that we bring our identity with us. our cultural identity, our ethnic identity, our racial identity, our religious, spiritual, age, family, all of those things come into play. Also recognizing in the work the importance of knowing that, understanding it, having that aspect of self-awareness. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to talk to you more about this in future episodes and really talking about the Fun Love formula and how to use it in the life, work, balance endeavor. Endeavor. I was going to say endeavor. I like that word better than struggle, challenge, but to be real, right? When I am sitting with people, with my friends, with my colleagues, with my fellow coachees in our coaching community, I can't tell you time and time again how it comes up of like, oh, I'm working so hard and I have to navigate this, responsibility and that one, and learning how to balance without feeling bad about it, without feeling guilty about it. Learning to appreciate the dance, appreciate the balance. In my journal this morning and a couple mornings ago, I drew these 3 circles, and on one side it was life, on one side it was work, and in the middle, what about me? How do we sometimes lose ourselves when we put all of the other circles into play? Do we have so much overlap between life, work, kids, pets, school, this organization, that passion, that we can sometimes feel lost? I know because I've been there. I know because I've felt resentful about it in the past. Like, what about me? And what about me is a real problem, real challenge for a lot of us to feel lost. And it changes with different periods of our life, right? Sometimes we must put the life and the responsibility of others in front of ourselves. I'm thinking back to when I had to drag myself out of bed to go feed the baby, right? That might be you today. And that's okay. That is okay. That is necessary. Give ourselves grace. Different circumstances in our lives call for different action. Sometimes we must put ourselves second, third, fourth, fifth. But when we are always putting ourselves second, third, fourth, fifth, that is when it becomes unhealthy, uncomfortable, problematic. More to come on that. I must end with saying one of the main reasons that I love my morning routine, even if I love it. Okay, I love it. I was going to qualify it. No, I love it. I love it because I am making the energetic time and space to nurture myself so that I can nurture and care for all of the other pieces of my life, my loves, all of the other circles, all of the other golden rings. I can give to them 100%. All my love, all my time, all my energy, because I recharge, because I nurture myself. Body, mind, heart, soul, and spirit. I start my day with me. Start your day with you. Carve out time for you. Maybe it can't be in the morning. I don't know. Try it. Make it happen. Make the time. Yay! Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am so excited for this episode, and it has been a long time in the works, and it came. It was ready to come to you. Episode 80. Woo! Episode 80 of the Empowered by Design podcast. I'm so excited. Please consider sharing this with someone that you love. Someone else who might be struggling with life-work balance, with the mom guilt, with making time to nurture ourselves. Share it. And thank you in advance. I can't wait to connect with you again next time. Take care. Thank you for connecting on this episode of the podcast, Empowered by Design. For further connection, subscribe to my email list at drliz.com to be sure that you are in the loop for exciting news, events, and resources. You can also follow me on social media at Dr. Liz and at Visionistas by Design. I invite you to subscribe to this podcast and send this episode to one of your people in order to share the love, spread the power. This podcast is designed to inspire, educate, and empower you to pursue your dreams with intentional vision. This podcast is not meant to be a substitute for psychological treatment or a working relationship with a licensed mental health professional. For more information on connecting with mental health resources in your area, visit drliz.com and click on resources. Thank you again for connecting, and remember, trust the heart, work your vision, dream, design, deliver.